Hello, this is Jean LaPaz. This is Chapter 9, Week 10 of Math 141. And for this week, I thought I would go over a couple of things that can be very confusing with regards to paired samples or not paired samples, and also an item in StatCrunch that may actually cause an error. And I know Dr. McHale has probably highlighted this in her notes, but I thought I'd go over it once again. On the screen here, we're in the homework, question 9.5.79. The first sentence of the problem is compare the weekday and weekend holiday hours of sleep. It says each pair of students is from one randomly selected person. So that really spells out the fact that the two different data sets should be handled as a paired set. So when you go to run your t-sample, when you go into StatCrunch, I believe I have it up here, when you go into stat and then the t-stat, instead of selecting two sample, you know to select the paired, and then you go from there so that it will give you the correct statistic. Now let's go to the next question, 9.5.80. Here it says they have data about the number of pairs of shoes for men and women, and assume the data are from random samples and distributed as normal. And here they're trying to trick you up a little bit by saying pairs of shoes, so automatically you might think that this is a paired sample, and it's not. You know, the paired, it's not two measurements from the same person, and that's really the rule that you generally use to look at whether or not a sample should be calculated as paired or as independent. So in this case, when we would go to StatCrunch, this is also what I'd like to show you, is that we would go, and I think that's right, they gave you a sample here, so I'll go ahead and bring up the sample in StatCrunch. And we would go to stat and go to the t-stat because we're working with the mean, but we're going to go to toSample with data. And here is something: always uncheck the pooled variances before you run your calculation. Otherwise, it will give you a slightly different value, and when you input that value in for the confidence level or the hypothesis testing, StatCrunch will say it is wrong. And it also references this in your book about the fact that most statistics software packages include the pooled variances option, but that's only used in special circumstances. So normally, and for everything we're going to do in this class, you always uncheck the pooled variances. So I hope that helps. Hope everybody is doing well. We've got a test coming up this week, I see. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask Dr. McHale or me. Thank you.